Do you think it's terribly odd of me to come here?
Oh, no, I think it's nice of you to come tell me goodbye before sailing. You are sailing in the morning, aren't you?
I'm sailing in just 3 hours, but I didn't come here to tell you goodbye.
No, just au revoir.
Not even au revoir. I came here to tell you hello. Yes, it's going to be a sort of continuous hello between you and me for the rest of our lives.
Now I'm beginning to understand. You're one of those remarkable people that can be as drunk as hoot owls and not even look like they touched your trunk.
Stop fencing with me. We haven't got time for that. You know very well that I'm perfectly serious and perfectly sober.
You don't talk like it.
Vera, have you got such a tremendous respect for conventions?
Oh, no, I haven't got the slightest respect for conventions.
I didn't think that you did, so why do you have to behave like a silly, conventional little ingenue when I make the perfectly sensible proposal that you and I chuck all of this and go off someplace together where we can be our real selves?
Excuse me. I guess I am acting like a silly, conventional little ingenue. As a matter of fact, I'm rather breathless.
I'll open a window.
Oh, please do. Please do.
There. Snow's still falling.
Oh, yes, I can hear it.
That's a slow sound.
It sounds like a cat's feet walking on velvet.
Listen. The bells are ringing again.
Yes, I can hear them too.
They were ringing the last time.
What last time was that, Dennis?
The last time I kissed you.
Dennis, you noticed them too? Perhaps it was the sudden ringing of bells all over town that made it seem like such an important kiss.
Was it only the bells?
I think it was only the bells.
No, you don't. You know better than that.
Yeah, I thought you knew better.
Are you really so cold as you're acting? I had an idea that you could be very warm and kind.
I am.
Yes, I know that you are, Vera. I can feel your warmth all the way across the room. Perhaps, if I came closer, I could feel it more distinctly.
No. Sometimes propinquity has a chilling effect.
Not for us, never.
How do you know?
We belong as close together as we can possibly get.
Oh, please.
I don't understand it. I could have sworn you felt the same need that I do.
Please, Dennis, go over to the cellar and mix us a couple of drinks, will you?
We haven't time. We can drink other nights tonight. We've got too much to do. We're sailing in 3 hours, you know. Less than that.
Are we? It's too late to announce it in the social columns. Our friends won't even have time to send us the usual spoiled food and overblown flowers.
No! Nobody will know we're going until we've gone. We'll move out at daybreak. And you'll see the faint, pearly light over the harbor and the chugs and wharves slipping by us like dark figures of a dream. The Statue of Liberty's huge, impassive dignity that you mocked 1,000 times daily in every act of your life, you'll suddenly recognize as something beautiful and real and true. You'll see the western towers recede until they're lost in the fog, and then you'll sleep. And when you wake, the air will be washed clean. There won't be a sign of land left, just a great wilderness of restless blue all around you, and the wind in your face, and the long white circles of gulls.
You make it sound so lovely and convincing. However, I would still like a taste of brandy.
All right. If you insist on stalling.
What do you mean by stalling?
You know that we are going away together.
Oh, please stop being foolish.
I knew that you were the first moment I saw you. Vera, I stopped being lonely that moment. I knew that I never would be again.
You, lonely?
Of course. Terribly.
But you've had such a full life.
Full of work. Now for the first time, I can afford to stop for a while and pay some attention to my other needs and desires. You've been lonely too, Vera. Don't tell me you haven't been lonely living here with that animated sofa pillow you call your Josie.
I don't.
You've been so lonely that your heart's been broken 1,000 times daily, hasn't it? Hasn't it, Vera? Hasn't it? You aren't satisfied with the ordinary little acts of living any more than I am. You want something more. The same as I do. You've been lonely, Vera. Terribly lonely.
Yes, I've been lonely. Everyone is more or less lonely. There isn't any help for it.
There is. We could have each other.
But you're a boy. I'm a middle-aged woman.
Oh, you could never be middle-aged.
That's the kindest remark any man has ever made to a woman, and the most untrue. How old are you, Dennis?
Almost 30.
I'm over 40.
You were never lovelier than you are now, Vera. And you'll never change.
I'll always think of you kindly for that, Dennis. Hadn't you better be going?
As soon as you're ready, we'll go. Don't bother to pack anything. We'll buy you a complete new wardrobe at our first port of call.
What port is that, Dennis?
Acapulco.
Too bad, too bad. I can't stand those bright tropical colors. That makes my skin look so sallow.
Be serious, Vera. We've less than 3 hours.
What kind of boat is it, Dennis?
It's called a tramp steamer.
A tramp steamer. I love you, that sound.
I knew you'd like it better than one of those luxury liners.
Oh, infinitely better. Oh, excuse me for dreaming.
It isn't dreaming, Vera. I know the captain. I've worked for him. I'll get him to teach you navigation. You'll learn how to steer by the stars.
Steer by the stars? How charming that sounds. But I'm afraid you'll have to tell the captain of your tramp steamer that my stars are located in a different part of the sky than those he's used to steering by.
That isn't so.
I'm afraid it is so. The facts are inevitable. So please run along and be good. And next New Year's Eve, perhaps you'll come back to New York and we'll meet at the Greenbaums or somebody else's. And we'll have a long heart-to-heart talk while Josie plays leapfrogs with the dining room chair or makes a pass at another leading lady. And when the bells start ringing all over town, I'll let you kiss me again if you want to. And then Josie and I will come home and presently he'll go out for a bottle of aspirin. And then you'll come over to tell me goodbye before sailing. That's the way our lives have been arranged for us, Dennis, and there's nothing intelligent anyone can do about it. So please run along. Oh, and send me a picture postcard from Acapulco, preferably of the native children. I love them. And tell me you're having a marvelous time and that you wish I were there. Oh, and put an X in the corner if you wish. Josie will just think it's offensive.
Vera, you know that we would have a marvelous time together.
Would we? What would we do?
So much. We'd swim and lie a great deal in the sun. We wouldn't talk a lot. There wouldn't be any necessity for it the way there is here. We could spend a lot of time just being aware of each other the way we were tonight when we heard the bells ringing.
But aren't you afraid that in that tropical glare you begin to see some wrinkles around my eyes that you hadn't noticed before?
If I did, they'd only make you seem that much more beautiful and perfect.
You're terribly nice, but out of your senses.
Vera, your husband is fat! Not just physically fat, but mentally. He's mentally fat! And I heard a woman at the party tonight talking to some other woman, asking who you were, and the other woman laughs and says, "Oh, she's just a fat man's wife." It hurt me terribly to think that anybody could identify you, Vera, as simply being the wife of the fat man who was making such a fool of himself at the party.
I'm grateful for your pity.
Oh, I'm not offering you pity. I know you don't want that. You know what I'm offering you, Vera, a chance to live up to the best that's in you.
It's too late for that.
I'm offering you an open sky, an open sea, and stars to steer your ship by.
That's too poetical to be very practical.
No, I'm not offering you a 16-story apartment with Persian carpets and modernistic murals and a cellarette. I'm not offering you those sorts of things. I'm offering you a chance to be really alive for a change. Won't you take it?
Thank you, Dennis. There really is a splendid offer.
You will take it.
I can't.
You got to.
It wouldn't be fair.
Oh, for Josie, you mean?
It wouldn't be fair to you. Oh, it would be taking unfair advantage of you. Oh, I won't deny that I'm tempted. What middle-aged woman wouldn't be tempted by such an offer by such a personable young man? Oh, but it wouldn't be fair to take it. You've had too much to drink. You've had a great deal of success all at once. You've come to New York for the first time and met a lot of strange people with a lot of strange ways. It's gone to your head. It's made you dizzy. You don't know what you're saying or doing, Dennis. No. I know. You need time and fresh air to think things over. A couple of days out on the sea, and you look back and this will seem incredible. You'll thank your lucky stars that you got out what might have been a very serious entanglement with a woman who was old enough to be your mother. Well, I won't say your mother, but at least your mother's younger sister. You've never really been in love, have you, Dennis? No, you haven't. Oh, you've met women along the way in your ramblings that you've had a good time with, that you've drunk and petted with and then forgotten. Maybe I'm the first one that wasn't that kind. Maybe I'm the first one that could talk your own language. And it was on New Year's Eve. And on New Year's Eve, everything is unreal. And people say and do things that they would never normally say or do any other time of the year. And you thought I was attractive. Far more attractive than I really am. And you thought you wanted me. And if I were more foolish than I am, I would let you make that mistake. But I'm not going to, Dennis. I'm going to send you away.
Vera, please.
No, Dennis. There are lots of other women. Now that you have the time and the money. Lots of them. Women everywhere in all those splendid places that you're going. And most of them young and free without fat husbands. So goodbye, Dennis.
I won't go, Vera.
God, quickly. Oh, God. Josie talking to the other boy. God, they must have been aspirin at the drugstore. Go out the back door. There's an elevator at the end of the hall.
No, I won't go without you. You've got to go with me. You're going with me. You've got to make your decision.
I made it. Goodbye.
No, I never sneak out the back way from any situation.
I see the dignity of youth. Josie. Oh, you almost didn't come in time. Dennis was just coming to tell us goodbye before sailing.
And you, Mrs. Cartwright? Do you wish me a bon voyage too?